So I found this cute little pie caper that I wanted to use some old paint on. I cleaned it up real good with a TSB based cleaner. Also rinsed that off with water so that I'll have no problems with adhesion with the paint. I like to use this pretty little round stencil, and I think it'll look pretty on here. I like to make it kind of shabby. Keep things simple and just paint the surface one color and then put my stencil in a different color. The perfect piece to use some old paints on that I don't have a lot of left in the containers. And I wanted to do like a sage green and from another project. It really wasn't enough to put on 2 coats, which on here I'm going to probably want to have 2 coats. It's kind of a light wood. I'm not going to worry too much about a primer. Added the tiny little bit left I had of drop cloth and put it in here. So now I have plenty of the sage. If I'd left, they would dry out and be thrown away. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and see how it goes. Here's my dried sage, and the drop cloth mixed into the sage didn't change the color very much at all. Maybe a little, but not enough to really change it from what I'd like to see on this piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Now I think that when I do get to these little turns, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but let's figure it out together, okay? The other thing I want to be sure that I'm doing with this piece, since I'm not taking it apart first, is that I keep working these joints so it doesn't get stuck from the paint. When it's done, it's going to look pretty fancy. Kind of a fun freestyle of painting, you can see. Again, you don't want to let that just sit too long. You want to keep moving these around because I'm putting paint in between areas that will likely cause it to stick. Look at that texture showing through. Ooh, I like that. That's fun. That was just a little dry brush just for fun.